Alright guys, today we'll be going through problem solving questions for measurements, and we'll start with the level 2 questions. Okay, so the problem solving questions start at question 3, and we'll just quickly have a look at what the question says. The minute hand of a clock is 6.2 centimeters long. Calculate the distance correct to the nearest centimeter traveled by the tip of the hand in 1 day. Okay, so now we know that the minute hand is 6.2 centimeters long. Okay, so if we have a look at a clock, the minute hand is right from the center to over here. So we're looking at the distance traveled by the minute hand. Okay, what do you think the minute hand represents here? If this was the circle, the distance that the minute hand travels, and this is the center of the circle, what's the minute hand? It will be the radius, right? Knowing that the minute hand is 6.2 centimeters long and it's the radius, all we have to do is find out the circumference of the mini circle inside the clock. Okay, so to find out the circumference, what do we do? Circumference of circle is 2 pi r. Right, so we just substitute r to be 6.2. So 2 pi 6.2. And how many times does the minute hand complete a revolution? So from here to here, how many times does it do in a day? How many hours are there in a day? 12 times 2, which is 24. So we times this by 24. Okay, so 6.2 times 2 gives us 12.4 times 24 times by pi. You can use your calculator for this one and find out the distance to the nearest centimeter. So the calculator would give you closer to 935 centimeters. So the answer would be 935 centimeters. Okay, that's all you got to do. Alright, let's look at the next question. Question number 4. A room is 6.3 meters long, 5.7 meters wide, and 2.8 meters high. To be painted, excluding the floor. So they're painting every single surface of the room except for the floor. This includes the ceiling as well. Okay. And the room contains 2 windows measuring 120 by 180 centimeters and a door measuring 110 centimeters by 200 centimeters. Okay, so the paint wouldn't obviously go on the door or the windows. So what we have to do is we have to visualize what a room looks like. Okay, it's just a rectangular prism. The length is what? 6.3 meters. The width is 5.7 meters and the height is 2.8. so this is not being painted. Note that there are 2 windows and a door. Okay, all we have to do now is to find out the surface area of the room. Okay, so the surface area of the room can be found out by doing 6.3 times 2.8 to find out the area of this. So 6.2 times 2.8, so the area of the 2 faces, this face and the face with the door in it, so times it by 2, and then 6.3 times by 5.7 to find out the ceiling, and we don't times it by 2 because the floor is not included in the painting. Okay, and 5.7 times 2.8, and we times it by 2 because these are the 2 faces, okay, with the windows. Let's find out what these numbers give us. 35.28 square meters. Remember, it's all in square meters. 31.92 square meters, and this gives us 35.91 square meters. Okay, let's add this all up. What does that give us? 103.11 square meters. Okay, but this is not the answer. We need to exclude the windows and the door. So the windows are what? 120 times by 180, so 120 by 180 centimeters. So we can convert them into meters first. So 1.2 times 1.8 times by 2, because there are 2 windows, which gives us 4.38 square meters. And we can calculate the surface area of the door, which is 1.1 by 2 meters, which gives us 2.2 square meters. Okay, now let's add these two up. 4.32 plus 2.2 gives us 6.52. Okay, we'll add them up. 6.52 square meters. What we do now is we take away 6.52 square meters from the total amount that we got here. 103.11 minus 6.52. What does that give us? That gives us 96.59. 96.59 square meters. Okay, now what we do is we look at the question here. It says 4 liters covers 12 square meters. So we'll just do ratios again. 4 liters covers 12 square meters. So how many liters does 96.59 meters cover? Okay, X liters. We need to find out what X is. Cross multiply 96 times 96.59 times by 4 is equal to 12x. And we find out what X is. Okay, to find out what X is, we divide 96.59 times 4 by 12. 4 divided by 12 gives us 3, so we just do 96.59 divided by 3, which gives us 32.19 something. Okay, we only need to find to the nearest liter, nearest millimeter. Let's do nearest millimeter, which gives us 32.2 liters. Okay, this is the answer. That's all. Alrighty, let's have a look at the next question. An oval running track is shown in the diagram. The lanes are 1 meter wide, so remember the lanes are 1 meter wide, so these lanes are 1 meter wide. If both runners race along the inside edge of their lane, find the lap distance covered by runner 1 in the innermost lane. So if runner 1 is running from the inside edge of their lane, so runner 1 is in the innermost lane, which is this one, and they're running on the inside edge, so they will be here. Okay, and runner 2 is in the second lane and they're running on the inside edge, so it will be this edge here. Okay, we need to find out the lap distance. Okay, we know that the distance from here to here is 120, and that same distance is covered over here, so we do runner 1 120 meters plus 120 meters, which gives us 240 meters. Okay, and what we need to do is we need to find out the distance of this half circle here, the semicircle, right? So we know that the distance from here to here is 50 meters, which is the diameter of the circle. Okay, if the diameter is 50 meters, the radius will be 25 meters, and then we can find out what the circumference of the half circle is. Instead of looking for the half circle, we can look for the whole circle, because this same length is over here. Okay, so we do 25. What's the formula for the circumference of a circle, guys. 2 pi r centimeters. So we do 2 times pi times r, which is 25 because it's diameter divided by 2. Diameter is 50, so the radius would be 25. So the answer is 50 pi. So to find out the distance that runner 1 ran, it will be 240 plus 50 pi meters, which would give us approximately 397.08 meters. Okay, that's the answer. All right, runner 2. So the runner 2 runs the same horizontal distance, 120, 120. So we can just keep that. But the only thing that differs is the half circle here. We know that the lanes are 1 meter wide. So this diameter becomes 52 instead, because 1 meter here and 1 meter here. If the diameter is 52, what's the radius? We'll just say diameter. Oops, why is it not working? Hold on, we'll do it again. Diameter is 56 meters, therefore the radius is, sorry, not 56, 52. The radius is 26 meters. Okay, so diameter divided by 2 is the radius, therefore the radius is 26 meters. And how we got the diameter is we know that the lane is 1 meter wide, so 1 meter wide here, 1 meter wide here gives us 2 meters. 50 plus 2 is 52. That's why we got 52 for the diameter, and the radius is 52 divided by 2, which is 26 meters. And we do the same thing as what we did before. The circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. We're just finding out the circumference of this half circle and this half circle, which gives us a full circle. So 2 pi r is 2 times pi times 26. So we're just looking for 240 plus 56 pi meters, which is equal to 403.36 meters. We're correcting it to 2 decimal places. Okay. And that's it. That's the answer. All right. Just go through these steps again if you're confused and see if you get the answer. Okay. What I suggest that you guys do is first attempt the question by yourself and then go through the answer. Okay. Good luck.